greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony and motion. I sent you down to earth cause you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis, but now we here now. Centuries you manipulated man with music. Embodied you as superstars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views. And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting these people in fear. The more that word is diminished, the more it's not real. The more light that I can capture, the more I can feel. I'm using words for inspiration as an ideal. So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted? I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding. For heavy man, woman, and child, how much can you vow? I found my life just to live one in harmony now. You crushed a lot of people, keeping their thoughts in captivity. And I'm ashamed that I ever created that enemy. And let's rejoice where we at. I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Carnated.
It's 6 o'clock, I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling, calling X, but my phone line's dead. I guess my bills ain't paid. No ride to work for the day. Second option, hop the bus.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
Okay, I stay away, I come out like I done relocate. Cooking otherwise, I made like 20 planes. This place my level and now I'm a renegade. Living life on it is my realest phase. Staring at the bag, now they got their hands out. Where were you when I was man? Now you switching brands. Now I'm gonna be the greatest.
Okay, all set to go.
Leading off tonight
now it's the second
St. Louis,
baseman, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
Now this is in the air down the line. Cowser. And makes the grab. And there's one away. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Rodriguez, a righty that throws with power.
No ball.
25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. On the ground, right side, loves it on the dive, and he can't come up with it.
Batting third, the center fielder.
Runner on at first with one gone. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Cardinals. Ground ball right side, could be two. Flips to second, that's one, and that's two. Back now at Oriole Park. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Nootbaar snags it for the second out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Wastes no time there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And that misses. Ball 2.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And that one missing low.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. New inning getting started. And now it is Jay31rodriguez. Foul ball there. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Throws to Henderson. Over to first, safe. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
0-1.
And ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And that's in there at the knees.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Rodriguez over to first, and he's back safely.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Yeah. Wilson Contreras swings through it for strike 1. And that one fouled off. Brings it in. 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Batting 9.
Now, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
That one at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
And now it's even up. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. 2 outs.
Ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back to Baltimore alongside former Oriole Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. These fans are excited for another season, Singy, and the O's have reached the postseason in back-to-back years, but came up short both times.
Is the 3rd time a charm, Boo?
I don't know. They certainly hope so, but goal number 1 is to win the division and avoid that wild card altogether. Ryan O'Hearn in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Ground ball to the right side. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Late with the swing there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Pitch misses there. And now it's even 1-1. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and miss, struck him out. top half of the third inning, and now it's going to be Mason Wynn. Rodriguez back to work. Bunting, and it's in the air. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one hammered. And that's a foul ball. Top of the third, no score. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Michael Harris II getting ready to hit.
The center fielder, Michael Harris.
He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back here in Baltimore as we go to the last of the third. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
That's the ball.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. And there's a ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body.
No strikes.
The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
The 1-0. Just
ball,
missed.
that's outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. That misses, and that's ball 1. In there at the knees for a strike. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2-2.
On the ground, and that's just foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Jay31rodriguez. Cowser settles underneath it, and there's one down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Fought off foul. Donovan, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. That one misses. 1-1.
1-1.
4th inning underway, no score. In the air, left field, down the line. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And he has thrown 4 shutout. And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Donovan gets under it. Puts it away for the out. Marcell Ozuna Coming up to
Now
him.
batting,
Fly
the
to right
designated hitter,
his first time.
Ozuna.
And that
Ball.
is downstairs. Ball one. The pitch.
2-1.
One out, base is empty.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Hard hit to third. Tosses to first. Ozuna is out. Here's Adley Rutschman. Grounded out his first time up. Sneaks through, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
That's back. Say goodbye to that one. That's worth the price of admission. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Tyler O'Neill digs in now. Swings here and blasts one left field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double. The relay throw.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. And that's in there at the knees. Runner at second, 2 down. Out to short, Lindor. To first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But 2 come across to score. See if this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Contreras takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. There's the strike.
You know, these Cardinals definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Right.
He was all over that one. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line, and once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
Pereira, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Contreras at second with nobody out.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
On to O'Hearn. 1 away here in the 5th. And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Man at second. And that is out of play. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. He's got it. There's 2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Mason Wynn. Yeah, that's fouled off. Inside.
That's in, ball.
And it's 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. And we're at the top of the 5th. Up and in, 2-2. In the air, right side of the infield. Urias makes the catch, and that is that. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
1-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And that one lifted in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1-2's the count.
They say it went. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Top of the 6th inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. He was late there. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Hard on the ground to first. The tag, and he's out.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
And that one fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. That's down and in. A slider missed. Pitch misses.
That's down.
It's 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count off at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Rodriguez.
Got him looking. 2 away. Here's JT Real Muto. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning and into the box.
Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Now pitching for St. Louis.
He swings and fouls one off.
Number 62, Kyle.
1 down.
Leahy.
The shortstop takes the ball. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 2 in this one. And that clips the inside corner. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2.
0-2.
That to right. Nootbaar on the move. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Rutschman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Lifted in the air out to left. It falls in, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that's in for a strike. Hard hit left side. They take the force out. Third out. Top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. First pitch, and he just misses. Dominguez, in his 7th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. On to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Here comes Wilson Contreras. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that's in the dirt.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 outs. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
The right fielder, number 2.
So 2 on with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Lars
Now
Nootbaar.
pitching for the Orioles, number 74.
And a swing and a miss.
But
0-1.
That one to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is late, and they come away without an out.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Really important at bat coming up now.
Win swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike.
0-2. 1-2.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Line drive, base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and a 2-1 ball game now.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor.
No balls, 1 strike.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, way back there. And it's into the bleachers, out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. And now they're out in front. It's 5-2.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Michael Harris II will hit next. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Bautista. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, these Orioles, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's
ball,
off
that's in.
The inside edge. And it's 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And that eats him up.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Kowser, the next to hit, takes outside. That clips the corner.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Now batting.
First and second, no outs. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Lifted in the air, right center field. Nootbaar on the move to the alley. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. He thought about it, but instead returns to second. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. That's ripped into the outfield. And that one's gone into the bleachers. That should get the dugout going. It's 5-5.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. You got a BP fastball, didn't move him.
Now,
Ryan Fernandez taking over on the mound. And the batter now, Jordan Westburg. Headed down the line. And that drops foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one misses, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Henderson in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That's off the mark, and it's 2-0. 2 out, space is empty. That one missed, now 3-0. There's the strike. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. 2 outs, runner at first. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And a swing and a miss. Back here in Baltimore, and here is Jay31rodriguez. Bautista back to work. Oh, great stop. And they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. That one outside, and that's ball 1. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. Ground ball right side. The throw to first, and they get Arenado. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Fouled off. He was late. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1-1.
And a count 1-2. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Now it's going to be Ryan O'Hearn. He's already homered in this game. And fouled off. Line and a base hit into right. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
2 hits for him in this one. Both.
So a young arm coming on now out of the pen for Ryan Kirkering. Now here is Tyler O'Neill. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. A beautiful play. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Out to short. Gets it to first. And that quickly 2 away. Now here is Lars Newbar.
Number 58.
And there's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And a swing and a miss. Back now at Oriole Park. And here is Ramon Urias. Ball 1 there. Just off the inside edge. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. In the air out to center. Harris brings it in with a nice running grab. So digging in, Cedric Mullins.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Westberg in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Trying to send this to extra innings. That one not close. And the count 1-2. Swings and misses. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Mason Wynn. Now a fly ball to right center. Cowser on the move. And a quick out, number 1. So the go-ahead run is scoring position. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Go ahead run on base. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Cardinals.
Well, all eyes.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's off the wall. One runs in, runner around third, on his way to the plate.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. First and second, one out. Now the batter now, Brendan Donovan. Traffic on the bases with two already in to score here in the top half of the 10th.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one the other way. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses. 2 on 2 outs. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling it.
And Wilson down on strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 10th. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. In the air, left field, down the line. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. A run comes in the play. A one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. There's one. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
And next for the Orioles, Adley Rutschman. Ryan O'Hearn. Steven Matz comes on now.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
To the right side. Sneaks through, base hit.
Just a huge at-bat right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
O'Neill in the box, lays off for ball one. That one misses. 2-0.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Winning run stands at second. Next offering is down low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's a base hit. Here comes Rutschman around third. Throw is offline. This one's over. And the Orioles walk it off in extra innings.
This team was hoping they wouldn't have to hit in the bottom half of this inning, but they did because the other team scored that run. But they battled back, got the runs they needed for an awesome walk-off win.
7. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
All's my life I has to fight. All's my life I hard times like Nazareth. I'm up, homie, you up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One deep in room with the bass down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Only put me in the twilight. But pretty Benjamin is the highlight. Now tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows, 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me, reaping everything I sow. So my karma come in heaven, no preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a silence for the record. Tell the world I know it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I've gone crazy. Trying to side my faces all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate when they in the street for sure. I'm at the preacher's door, my knees get weak.
Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Here's the second baseman, Mason Wynn.
The second baseman, Mason Wynn.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Francisco
Lindor comes up to the plate. And that one ripped to left, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. In there. He's safe.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Lindor stands at second with no outs. Up the middle, and that one handled. There's one. To third now, but he's able to get back in, so just one out of the play. Here comes Muto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. That's down and in. And that's way high. And it's 3-2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Base hit and a run comes in. Now a long throw to first.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Tucker pulls it down, and that'll do it. Back here at Wrigley Field, our starter in this one, Ranger Suarez.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Calls it in, and there's one away. And now Seiya Suzuki. Not close with that one. Ball one.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Swing and a miss. Suarez strikes him out. Here's Kyle Tucker. Right side. Win. Inning over. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's Contreras now. Line drive, and that should be extra bases.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Contreras around third. He'll score.
Picks himself up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
On the ground to short. Swanson zips it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Mason Wynn. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it across. 2 away. Here's Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. That's the third. Turner to first, and that'll do it. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the second, and now Mark Vientos. Suarez back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Newt Barr on the move. And it's caught for the out. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody.
Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
And ball one. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck left field. Back there. It's a bomb. And they're on the board. It's 4-1. Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And a foul ball. That one missed. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is that. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Harris II. Just missed.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Jay31rodriguez. Bellinger snags it, and there's 2 down. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. RBI single his last time up. Vientos. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. This one high in the air to left center. Harris after it. And out number 1 on the grab. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Second baseman, Nico Horner.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. In time. Got him. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the third baseman, Justin Turner. This one in the air right field. Nootbaar moves under it. Nabs it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
In the air, right field. Corrals it. 1 up, 1 down. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Singled and scored his first time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He hauls it in. 2 away. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll back here at Wrigley Field, bottom 4. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Line drive. Into the dive, and he got it. So here's Kyle Tucker now. 0-1 so far.
Kyle Tucker.
First pitch misses. So now here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. 1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now it's Mark Vientos. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Harris makes the grab for the second out. Bellinger up to hit. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
Assad back to work. And no one can get there. And that turns the lineup over.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Nootbaar gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit in the air out to center field. Bellinger makes the catch for the out. One down. And up next for St. Louis, Francisco Lindor. Lindor swings through that one.
Oh, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Man at first, one away. In the dirt. To the right side. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Throw to first, but he beat it. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Harris II. Pitch misses inside. And that is ball one. Next offering is fouled back. And that skips in the dirt.
Strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Jay31rodriguez steps in. Late swing fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well.
Now this one gets through. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded. So bases all loaded up. Brendan Donovan now at the plate.
Number 43, Anthony.
And that one fouled off.
He's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
All loaded up, and we're at the top of the 5th. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one away. Dansby Swanson stands in. Fly to left his first time. That one way outside. 1-0.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty.
Batting,
digging in, Carson Kelly. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and that is the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 56.
On the ground, and that chance handled. And they get Arenado for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And up to hit
now
is Wilson Contreras. 1 for 2.
Contreras.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Pearson measures 6 feet 6 inches, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Swings through him for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. The other way, Vientos. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Here's Nico Horner. Lined into right. Nootbaar makes the catch, and there's one gone. Turner climbs in on that right side. 0 for 2 in this one. And right back to the mound. Turner is out. Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Two down, nobody on. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A gigantic blast. And they inch closer. It's 4-2. And first offering is fouled off. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. It's now on the north side of Chicago. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We go to the top of the 7th. Now at the plate, Lars Nootbaar. Throws to first in time. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. Popped up. Tucker really on his horse for it, but can't get there in time. It's down. The throw into second, safe at second.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there, and on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Runner at second here, one gone. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And he's out on the tag. And now Michael Harris the second. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ball 3.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And there's the automatic.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Happ moving under it, makes the catch, and that'll do it. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Mark Vientos. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and they can't get the out.
Now back.
And Happ up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's 2. the top of the 8th, and now Jay31rodriguez. And he'll step off and take the signs again. Pearson back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, 6 hits on the first pitch alone. That tells you something.
Goes down looking. So up next, Brendan Donovan. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. Bellinger pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
And, you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. 2 outs. That's a hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Everything was on time. And fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Next to hit, Wilson Contreras. Next offering is fouled back. That's hard hit in the line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Arenado makes the turn at second. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Kind of goes without saying, but stranding these 2 runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
Arenado, the runner at third. Contreras at second with 2 gone. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. That one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Win under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Now the catcher up to hit, Carson Kelly. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. The throw in. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got
a new arm into the game. The righty. Riley O'Brien.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
In there, got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Harris fires it in quickly, and the runner holds it third.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. In time, the 2-3. Back here at Wrigley Field, we go to the 9th. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Merriweather, in his 5th season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Here's the tag, and he's out. Next to hit, Mason Wynn.
Nope, foul ball.
Man, just a matter of inches right there. If that stays fair, it's at least a double.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Base is empty, one away. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Kelly to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Francisco Lindor. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Lindor, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Harris hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Mark Vientos, the next Cub to hit. There's the strike.
0-1.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in. 2 away now. So they're down to their final out. And here comes Bellinger. Drilled out towards left center field. Harris going back on this one. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Into second, and he's got it doubled.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're
ground ball, and that's through the infield. Bellinger on his way home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Just kept it simple. Play.
Steven Matz into the game.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason that
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. game. He'll take a jog around the base.